everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Motorola Mobility has had an exciting year, from some innovative new products to a small piece of business news you may have heard about. But for me, the highlight of the year has been to see how we continue to deliver smartphones which transform people's lives. Let's talk about smartphones. You know the statistics. Over 1 billion devices sold. Over 40% of US adults now own a smartphone. But what you may not understand is how the smartphone has transformed the way we live our lives. Let me ask you a question. How many of you look at your smartphone as the last thing you do before you go to sleep? Some of you are typing. And then in the morning, how many of you reach for the smartphone bleary-eyed before you get out of bed? Yeah, okay, this time, okay. Well, it's a sad statement in our lives, I think, but it is true. It shows how important smartphones have become in the way we stay connected with our world. In fact, here in the US, 3/4 of the people use their smartphones in the bathroom. 2/3 of them use it on a date, and 1/3 admit to using them in the church. Smartphones have forever changed the way we live our lives, and they have become incredibly personal devices. Our smartphones hold such personal information about ourselves that 1 in 4 people told us that they were more prepared to share their toothbrush with their friend than a smartphone. And talking about personal, there isn't anything more personal than improving our fitness and well-being. If my family is any indication, getting healthy and losing weight is top of the list in a lot of New Year's resolutions. So how do people work out today? Today you have to carry an MP3 player, a fitness monitoring device, a heart rate monitor, and a GPS-enabled watch, all at once, with wires hanging around your body. We now have the technology to simplify and enhance your workout. We can create intuitive hardware matched with intelligent software to create a music-centric fitness experience that will forever change the way we work out. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing MotoACTV. Ultimate fitness device and a smart music player in one, leveraging the building blocks of Android technology and the power of a 600 MHz processor. This 46mm by 46mm device has more electronic technology per cubic millimeter than any device that we've ever produced before. Combined into a lightweight 35 grams wearable device, you can now work out smarter by tracking your fitness and staying motivated with the songs that get your legs moving faster. MotoACTV is like having a personal trainer and a DJ by your side. Outdoors, it tracks your running, walking, and cycling statistics. Indoors, it keeps tabs on your elliptical, step machine, and treadmill progress. Statistics like time, distance, speed, heart rate, and calories burned are all tracked by MotoACTV. And with GPS, you can even track your workout routes. The smart music player learns what songs motivate you and tracks your performance stats against your music. It learns the songs that help you perform better and plays those power songs to you when you need the motivation most. One of the key innovations here is the combination of an ear-based heart rate monitor with our leadership in wireless headset devices. Tracking your heart rate profile is one of the best measures to understand if your fitness is improving. Yet because putting on a chest strap is an additional thing, most people don't do it. The beauty of SF700 wireless headset is in combination with MotoACTV, is that it removes the wires and the need for an additional heart rate strap. They also give you crystal clear audio so you can hear every note, every beat, and every word of your song. In fact, these headsets are some of the best sounding headsets available today. The super lightweight MotoACTV includes a consumer-friendly capacitive touchscreen with intuitive controls and a display that adjusts for both indoors and outdoors. It's built for your toughest workouts, sweat-proof, rain-resistant, and scratch-resistant. While tracking your workout, MotoACTV can also play up to 4,000 of your favorite songs, and we have also included an FM radio for tuning into your favorite radio station. And if you need more than music for motivation, with a tap of your hand, MotoACTV will also give you audio tips to keep you moving with updates on your pace, distance, and other performance motivators so you can stay focused. And all of this comes together on our web portal, MotoACTV.com, which stores your performance data captured during workouts. Using Wi-Fi, MotoACTV will automatically sync with MotoACTV.com, and as soon as you can get home, it will upload all of your performance statistics without any intervention from you. Within the site, you can also customize your workout plans, review your workout and progress towards your weight loss goals, challenge your friends, or upload your workouts to Facebook, Twitter for extra motivation. And the combination of MotoACTV and MotoACTV.com was created for two really kind of people. Fitness enthusiasts who work out more than 3 times a week, and for the rest of us, especially like me, who just wants to lose a couple of pounds. To offer more perspective on the performance category, I'd like to introduce you to someone who knows quite a bit about fitness and staying motivated, Dean Karnazes. Men's Fitness hailed him as one of the fittest men on the planet. He has run 350 continuous miles, foregoing sleep for 3 nights, ran across Death Valley in 120 degrees temperature, and he ran a marathon to South Pole in -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Dean also ran 50 marathons in 50 days in 50 states, and recently ran 3,000 miles across the country from California to New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dean Karnazes.
That gracious introduction. How's everyone today? Feel like you want to go work out after seeing this great device? Well, the only thing I've said to Sanjay is that I wish I had it a couple months earlier when I was running 3,000 miles across the country, because it would have been the perfect thing for me to have. There's so many things I like about MotoACTV, I'm not even sure where to begin, but I think I'll start with the headset. As you heard, it's a wireless headset. And probably the greatest attribute of this headset is also it takes your pulse. It's got a biometric sensor in the earbud. So if any of you have ever worked out with a heart rate monitor strap, which I've done for about the past decade, they're very uncomfortable. You don't need to use a heart rate monitor strap any longer, which to me is fantastic. So here's what I do. I go on these long runs, I listen to my music. If I want to know what mile I'm at, I simply just tap my device and it tells me what mile marker I'm at. If a call comes through, say my wife, like, why aren't you home for dinner? I take the call. Oh, honey, I'm going out a little bit longer. I'm feeling great. The music's cranking. Give me a couple more miles. When I get back to the house, all I do is walk into our house within our Wi-Fi network. The entire workout is automatically uploaded to the portal. Then when I open my browser, I just open my browser, it's all there waiting for me. I can look at my pace, my route, the elevation I've covered, everything a GPS would monitor, which is quite extensive. So to me, it's the perfect fusion of three great devices into one very sleek, small, compact device. It's music, it's a heart rate monitor, it's a GPS. And the biggest bonus is that I can take my calls wirelessly through a wireless Bluetooth headset. So I think when you get your hands on this thing, you're going to be as big of a believer as I am. But I'm just completely convinced that this is the technology for tomorrow, and we have it available right here today, thanks to Motorola. So thanks very much for listening to me, and keep going strong. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Dean. Thanks, Dean. You have to remember that Dean spends more than an unusual amount of time running. When you're running 50 miles, you're on the road quite a bit, and you learn to run your life while you're running. But not everyone is a high-performance ultra athlete like Dean. Most of us are just trying to squeeze in some exercise where we can and stay fit and healthy, and as I said, lose a few pounds. And what better way to talk about getting more fit and healthy than a man who's known as one of the most successful fitness and lifestyle experts in the world. You've probably seen him train and motivate hundreds of people on TV to erase bad habits and gain a healthier lifestyle. Please welcome Bob Harper from NBC's The Biggest Loser.
I have never felt like more of a loser until right now, coming out after someone like Dean. I'm so used to just thinking, oh, I'm fit, until I just met him. So, but anyway, I'm here to talk about the weight loss aspect of this device. I think that MotoACTV is a game changer. I have been now working with overweight Americans for several years, and the one thing that they need, the one piece of information that I always give them are tools. You need tools, you need information, and you need motivation. What I love so much about my MotoACTV is the fact that it is tracking my calories every single day. And here's the one tool that I tell all my contestants on the show. You need to create a deficit when you lose weight. There's 3,500 calories in 1 pound. So when you cut off 500 calories, for instance, out of every day, by the end of 7 days, you will have lost 1 pound. It's this information. So now all of a sudden with the MotoACTV, these guys can put this on first thing in the morning, and it's going to start keeping track of exactly how many calories you're burning. Also, another huge motivator for the MotoACTV is the steps. It's following, it's keeping tracks. I've only walked 796 steps. I feel like I should keep moving around while I'm up here so I can get that number up. But it's a great way to get people to get off the sofa, because those are the people that I'm working with. I'm working with the guys that have never worked out before. They're looking to start a weight loss journey. And so the more information that I can give them and the more tools that I can give them, the better and the more likely they are to stay on track. Another thing that I really like, the motivational aspect of this, we use music a lot on the show. We use it a lot when the cameras are not filming. And whenever I can get a really great song that's going to power my contestants up to move them a little bit more, I'm going to be able to get more calories off them, and they're going to be able to reach their goals quicker. I like the fact that the MotoACTV will gauge when you're working out the songs that you work out harder to, and then all of a sudden create this playlist for you that's going to give you that extra boost when all of a sudden you need a harder workout. So it's all these things that I find to be extremely beneficial, and the fact, I got to say, that it's extremely cool looking is another motivation for me. I was just shooting yesterday. We started season 13, and when my contestants saw it and the whole crew, they literally were just like stopping me and saying, "What is that on your arm? I need to know." And I was like, "Just you wait. Just you wait, because it's going to be coming out in full force." So I'm a real big fan of it, of the MotoACTV. I'm really excited to be here and talk to you guys about it. So thank you very much for listening to me. And also, Sanjay, you said you need to lose a few pounds. I'm definitely your guy.
You got it. For those of you training for the upcoming New York Marathon on November 6th, look out for MotoACTV, where we're taking center stage in the entertainment sponsors arena for that race. MotoACTV will be available nationwide on November 6th at a variety of retail and online outlets. And there'll be two versions, an 8 gigabyte version for $249 and a 16 gigabyte version for $299. So that is MotoACTV. Next up, the announcement that we're also actually very excited about. As I said earlier, smartphones have become very personal device. They have become coveted objects that people literally fall in love with. And while having the latest technology is crucial, just as important is the way the phone looks and feels, as this accounts for about 1/3 of the consumer purchase decision in US. And actually in Latin America and China, it accounts for more of the purchase decision. So when we started thinking about developing a new smartphone, our mission was to not only create a true object of desire with innovative material, build quality, and incredible thinness, but deliver them without compromise. So the question was, what does it take to make the best smartphone on the planet? Well, it must look amazing. A device that is incredibly thin, yet durable, and can still hold a battery charge that lasts an entire day. It must be fast. It needs to have the most cutting-edge processing speeds available. It must have a large and high-resolution display so we can see all of our content. And it must have some smart, new, innovative features that can simplify people's lives. I'd like to introduce you to the best smartphone on the planet today. Introducing the DROID RAZR by Motorola. The first thing that you'll notice about the DROID RAZR is its design. Not only is it a marvel of engineering, but it is beautiful. Only measuring 7.1 millimeters thin, it's the world's thinnest smartphone. But we didn't just make it the thinnest smartphone. We spent time on finishes and materials as well. The DROID RAZR features diamond-cut aluminum accents, sculpted curved glass, tapered corners, high-tech materials, and premium build quality. And it has one of the world's best displays, a 4.3-inch Super AMOLED advanced QHD display. Not only is the display bigger, it has higher contrast ratio and richer color saturation than iPhone 4S, which enables for more vibrant images to be displayed. We can also use the display to showcase our pictures and videos with the 8-megapixel rear camera and 1080p HD video recording. In fact, using the integrated app, DROID RAZR will be the first device that can download HD movies from Netflix. So while the DROID RAZR is incredibly thin, we also took great care to ensure that it will withstand the challenges of everyday use. On the inside of the device, we added a pure stainless steel core and laminated construction to withstand the famous back pocket test. And for the first time ever on a smartphone, we have incorporated laser-cut Kevlar fiber on the outside, giving it incredible strength without adding extra weight. We've made the display from scratch-resistant Corning Gorilla glass which protects your display from unforeseen scratches and scrapes. And another new innovation. DROID RAZR is the first phone to have Motorola Splash Guard, a new nanotechnology that shields the entire phone against unforeseen water splashes. Even the electrical boards inside are protected. Pretty amazing, all of this protection, and we still didn't compromise on the overall weight of the device, keeping it at 127 grams, making it one of the lightest smartphones available today. Okay, so we've talked about its strength, good looks, but DROID RAZR also packs a punch and some serious processing power into the thin design. It has a dual-core 1.2 gigahertz processor. That means faster web browsing and multitasking along with a much more responsive user interface. We've included 1 gigabyte of RAM, which means you have PC-like power, enabling you to jump from your home screen to an app and back again without ever losing a beat. And inside we embedded an 1800 milliamp hour battery to power all of these electronics and display. In fact, DROID RAZR gives you a leading-edge 12.5 hours of 3G talk time and 8.9 hours of video viewing. Better than any other competitive smartphone out there today. Now we've talked about the thinness, strength, power, but that's only half the story. Software features are also incredibly important to our consumers. So let me talk about 4 of our software innovations that we believe will differentiate the DROID RAZR. First, DROID RAZR will come with Motorola's evolved WebTop application. It allows you to run a full desktop Firefox browser in multi-window environment when docked to a large display. Just add a few accessories like our new laptops, and you can view your phone's content on a big screen, surf the internet with a full Firefox browser, and compose long emails and multitask all while your phone is charging. That's WebTop. Secondly, we know that battery life is #1 pain point for consumers today, especially in smartphones. But most people don't realize that their smartphone is not usually set to the most optimum settings. So we've developed some new software that we hope can help people optimize their settings to get the most out from the battery. We call it Smart Actions. Smart because it takes care of the things you don't always remember to do and helps automate certain tasks. I'll give you an example. It can turn off Bluetooth and GPS setting when you get home. We know when you get home because of the Wi-Fi connections that you establish, and it enables you to conserve the battery. Or, let's say your phone got down to 20% of your battery. It can dim your display automatically for you, or even slow down data usage, or reduce the speed of the processor, and lets you, so that you can make that important phone call that you wanted to make. You can control and customize it so that it fits your preferences and the way you live your life. In fact, by setting smart actions, you can get up to 30% more battery life from DROID RAZR. So the first software differentiator that we included was WebTop, and second, Smart Action. And thirdly, the most important feature I want to talk about today is MotoCast. We know that people's lives still exist across multiple different devices, and while we all believe that all of our content will be in the cloud at some point, we know today that only about 15% of people store their content in the cloud. The rest of us store our pictures, music, and our files on our PCs at home and work. So we have this notion of personal cloud. It's all about content, your photos, your music, your files, and your documents residing on all of the devices you own and you control. We know that consumers want secure access to their personal cloud from wherever they are and from any device they use at any time. Today, if you're out on a sales call and want to quickly access that work document, or you bump into an old friend and want to show off your latest picture of your kids, you can't because you don't have your PC with you, and that's where you store your files. Well, we have solved that problem. It's called MotoCast. It enables you to access all your content in your personal cloud straight from your DROID RAZR, securely, anytime, anywhere. So I'm going to try to demonstrate this to you, demonstrate how this works for you. So the first thing is that you have to connect your PC, your Droid RAZR to your PC using the USB cable. And of course it uploads an installer and that installs a client. You log on, you create a secure account, and then you select the files that you want to share. For instance, you may want to share your music files, your videos, and your images, your pictures. Let me show you here a phone that's been set up for me a little before. And here on the PC, this is my PC, and I'm streaming content from that PC to this Droid RAZR. So let me go to music. And if you look on that music on the desktop, you see Get Rich or Die Trying from 50 Cent. Let me see if I can stream that here. Well, that's already appeared here. 50 Cent is already here. Excuse me. 50 Cent is already here, and I could see the full album here. And this symbol here, the circle with 2 arrows, shows that that content is actually on a PC and that I can stream that. So let me click that and let me plug in a headset so you can hear what's going on here as well. So you can see that I'm playing from my device, streaming from that PC, that music. That's near real time. Okay. All right, so I can play the music. Now let me show you, and I'm going to, most of our phones, certainly the Droid RAZR comes with HDMI out. So I'm plugging an HDMI out so you can see the output of my phone. Let's say I wanted to go and look at a picture. Say I went to my parents and I wanted to show my kids' pictures. By the way, these are not my kids, just the ones I borrowed for the moment. So family favorites. Let me show you. So these pictures are again coming from the PC, and you can see that they're on the PC. And I can show these pictures. And of course, with the HDMI cable, I could show these pictures in my parents' TV as well. So you can see that works pretty seamlessly. Let me show you one other thing. Let's say that I was in a sales call and I needed to get access to a file. So I go to a MotoCast computer that I've logged on, that I've downloaded the software. It's called My PC in this case, and it's hopefully loading the content. It says it's loading the content. Well, it didn't load the content. It says the PC is offline. Demo gods have hit me. Why is the PC offline? The PC has gone offline. Let's see if we can make it work on another device. Well, it's the PC offline. It's not the device. My smartphone is still connected, right? Okay, well, we found it. Just wait 1 second. I'll plug. Good thing we had a backup. So we go to the documents, and let's go to this file. It's downloading this file, and the file is Sanjay Jha's 50 Marathon in 49 Days Action Plan. Plan of attack is to start running, get in better shape, and then hire Dean as a pinch runner. I like the third. And you can see that I can download this file in real time, and I can play that. So what I can demonstrate to you today is that I can upload files from. Could you turn up the lights in the house, please? I can upload files from PC to the smartphone. Just a couple days ago, some of the guys were working on this, and they can now upload any file, any pictures that I take or any video that I take here to the PC. Now remember this, that most likely that account is being shared by a family. So my kids, my wife, can share that account. So as they take pictures, they can upload it to the PC. And of course, as that content gets to the PC, it can be uploaded to my smartphone completely seamlessly. So let me see if this works. I will take a video of all of you using this built-in video camera. And hopefully this picture will get uploaded. Probably take a few seconds, 20, 25 seconds, and it'll show up in the document library here in a second. This notion of the personal cloud, which you control and you seamlessly share. As people take pictures, it appears on your PC, one or multiple PCs in fact, and multiple mobile devices can access that. Tablets, smartphones, anything. So that picture that I took, these are all, this is the video that just took, is now on the PC. And of course, if I had a tablet which was synced to that account, this will now show up on the tablet, and my son could have played this on the tablet. So this notion of seamlessly sharing content between mobile devices using the PC, now it certainly could be through a cloud as well, through a server, but most of us keep our content on our PCs. And this is just an attempt to find an easy way to enable that transaction to occur. So I hope you see that, that MotoCast could actually be quite a powerful piece of software in seamlessly sharing content within a secure network that you choose to create for yourself. All right, so we talked about WebDoc, we talked about smart actions, and we demonstrated and talked about MotoCast and the importance of it. The fourth area that's important to us is being driven by the consumerization of the enterprise. This is the notion that more and more people are taking their devices to enterprise, and they want to access email and other productivity applications prevalent in enterprise. Well, DROID RAZR takes work smart to the next level with Motorola's business-ready promise, a promise that gives you productivity capabilities such as corporate email access, corporate calendar and addresses, and the ability to view and edit Microsoft Office documents. It gives you full security capabilities, such as compliance with FIPS 140-2, government-grade data encryption, remote wipe of devices and SD cards, as well as password enforcement. We have actually, within the business-ready suite of software, also incorporated Citrix Receiver for remote access to desktop, virtualized access to desktop, and GoToMeeting, allowing you to connect to your work and collaborate online. These features are above and beyond what is found in a basic Android-powered device today, and we hope it differentiates DROID RAZR as we go after the enterprise marketplace, because we believe enterprise is important because it is getting consumerized. 2/3 of the devices that end up on enterprise are bought by consumers like you and I. They're not being mandated by CIOs anymore. So DROID RAZR, in my opinion, is everything a business owner wants and just what an employee needs. It's not just an enterprise device, it's a consumer device with enterprise features. So let's talk about accessories. As you can see behind me, DROID RAZR comes with a full suite of Motorola accessories. We have all the docks, we have car docks, we have 2 lap docks, a cheaper one and a higher performance one. We have Bluetooth headsets, we have Bluetooth keyboards, we have all the accessories that you need for smartphone to be the digital hub of your life, because you use smartphones differently in different environments, and we have the accessories to help you use the device in the right way. Now, I think you will agree that to make a device this thin, yet pack all of these features and innovations is pretty remarkable. But to create the best smartphone on the planet, we needed to add one more thing. Well, actually, 2 small words, but they count for a lot. 4G LTE. That's right, DROID RAZR will run on Verizon's 4G LTE network. We have managed to create a 4G LTE device that's not only thinner than 3G smartphones, but delivers true 4G LTE speeds. To give you an idea of what this means, if you want to download a popular website, such as ESPN, on a new iPhone 4S, it would take you around 8 seconds. Compare that to DROID RAZR, it'll take you mere 3 seconds. Or if you want to download an MP3 song, look at the difference 4G LTE makes again. It gets even better with a video. With DROID RAZR, it'll take 12 seconds to upload a 5 megabyte video to email. Compare that to iPhone 4S's 76 seconds. Here in the US market, we have brought 2 iconic brands together, DROID and RAZR. And to talk about both 4G LTE and the coming together of these 2 brands and the relationship between our 2 companies, please welcome Verizon Wireless's Chief Marketing Officer.
you so much for allowing Verizon to be a part of this great announcement. You know, 2 years ago, Verizon and Motorola leveraged our partnership to bring a device to market that had unparalleled performance and ultimately changed the game for Android. That was Droid by Motorola, the original Droid. Now that set the standard for Android on the VZW network. But Droid, and people often ask this, are all Androids Droid? And what I would tell you is no, they're not. Not every Android device is a Droid. Droid stands for quality, it stands for performance, and state-of-the-art technology, a premier device on a premier network that's exclusive to Verizon Wireless. Motorola and Verizon are united again to introduce another game-changing device, the best of the best, as you've heard from Sanjay, the DROID RAZR. Now, combining DROID and RAZR, it's creating the slimmest and most attractive device in the market, power at your fingertips and style, and the evolution of two exciting iconic brands, DROID and RAZR, and designed for optimum performance that you could only get on the Verizon Wireless 4G LTE network. Now, Sanjay also mentioned that DROID RAZR is ready for business. It has remote wipe, it has pin lock, it has government-grade encryption for mail and calendar and contacts. It has Quick Office to view and create Microsoft documents like PowerPoint, Word, and Excel, anytime, anywhere. Now, networks matter. Whether you want to download a game or access music, if you want to access files on your PC, you want a connection that's fast, you want a connection that's reliable, and you want a connection that you can find on Verizon Wireless's network. Now, think about the applications. DROID RAZR, 4G LTE network from Verizon, applications like NFL Mobile, or Netflix, as Sanjay showed you. All of those mean a whole lot more when you're using a device on the 4G LTE network like DROID RAZR. You can also share the power and the speed because it includes the trademark mobile hotspot on the DROID RAZR. All right, I want to take a minute to really talk about 4G LTE. Verizon's 4G LTE network is the largest and most reliable and growing every single day. By the end of the year, we'll be in over 178 US markets. That's more than half of the population. And we've committed and will deliver that we will blanket the country by 2013. The power of Verizon's 4G LTE network in real life, not in a lab, not in a test market, and certainly not in the marketing department. With a 2 to 3 year lead over our closest competitor, we know that 4G LTE from Verizon Wireless does matter. It matters to our customers, and we will continue to deliver. All right, so about availability. So pre-orders will start on October 27th. The DROID RAZR will be available in Verizon Wireless stores and online in November. The price is $299, and we're anxious to get this to market to bring the best smartphone, the smartest smartphone, the DROID RAZR from Motorola and Verizon Wireless. Sanjay, thank you very much. Let me have you come back to the stage to close us out.
Thank you very much, Marty. Thank you. Thank you, Marty. So today we announced two incredible devices. One device that I believe will change the well-being and fitness category. Another that will reshape what a 4G LTE smartphone can be. These devices have also something else in common. DROID RAZR will come with a MotoACTV application, which lets you sync your RAZR with MotoACTV so you can receive text and call from MotoACTV without breaking your stride. Let me show you how it works. Where did I put my phone? I lost my phone. That's a bad sign. I believe this is my phone. So you would see here on my phone, where are you? You there? You will see on my phone, there's a message that says that there is a text message. So excited about the Razr, so excited about the Razr. And you will see that that text message has already been synced. You can see that there's a flashing light indicating that I have a message. And you would see that I have 3 messages here. As I look here, Christy Wyatt, so excited about the Razr. And then, well, another one. I think, and I have a call coming. And you can see that that call is from Marshall Brown, and it's showing up on my MotoACTV. Now I could choose to take that call. I'll ignore it for the moment. I could choose that, take that call on my smartphone. Or if I had a wireless headset, I could have taken that call on my wireless headset without taking my smartphone out. But you can see that this syncing of the smartphone with this MotoACTV, you can do multiple different things, and you will see a lot of new features being developed by us, and we'll introduce it to the market as we get them done. But I think this notion of a device which is immediately accessible and viewable at a glance, and having a device in your pocket certainly is important. You can imagine you're biking, you have your smartphone in your back pouch, and you have the MotoACTV on your wrist. You can see who's texted, who's calling, and you can decide what you want to do. Or in a meeting. So I think this is going to become an important factor. So I think that the combination makes sense as well. Let me get back to DROID RAZR. One of the lightest, thinnest, strongest, and fastest smartphones in the world today. It'll be called DROID RAZR by Motorola in US, and Motorola RAZR everywhere else in the world. And it will be available around the globe starting in November, and you will hear from our partners around the world very shortly. So thank you for coming. And the room will now open on your left. We have demonstrations there, and just through the door where you can look at all the things that we talked about. We'll demo all of the things, and we'll have some interviews here as well. Thank you very much for coming. We're very excited about these 2 products. Thank you.